What's going on, YouTube? This is C Pity. This is my first ever video I've ever been in and been in front of the camera. I'm usually the one behind it. I've been an artist for about 8 years, doing artwork for some of the top artists in the world and also some of the top athletes in the world. I kind of started this channel so I could do step-by-steps on how I do the art I create and kind of the tips and tricks. Please subscribe if you want to see more. Let's just jump right into it. So in this video, I'm going to be showing how to create this 2D illustration of a portrait. This portrait is of one of my really close friends, Alexi. She is a talented, amazing singer, songwriter, musician. Please go to her Instagram and check out her music. You won't be let down. Okay, so moving into it, I like to get a reference photo because unlike a lot of people, I can't just create. I'm not that talented enough, so I do end up tracing my the portraits I create. So what I do first is I pull in the photo and I start tracing the important parts of the face, the features, some of the hair, so the stuff that stands out. So I'm using Procreate right now on my iPad, and I usually like to use the calligraphy brush when I'm doing outlines. So right here, I'm just doing the important parts of the outlines. I like to get the hair, the shoulders, the nose, the eyes. Let's fast forward a little bit. So I was actually working on a version of the album art for Alexi. This song was called 24 Karat. It's out now, so you're welcome to go look it up on Spotify or Apple Music. So I kind of want to add some gold texture into this portrait I'm doing. So I got a picture off Google, a royalty-free photo, and I kind of wanted to have it oozing out of her eyeball. So this is kind of the steps I did. I got the photo in, I drew the oozing part, and then I'm going to go in through, I'm going to erase around the oozing part, leaving the gold carat texture there. So it's going to look like it's bleeding out of her eye and a little bit out of her mouth. I played around with a little bit, deciding if I wanted to add more gold into this photo and have the background just be white. So I ended up deciding to make her shirt that gold texture as well. So what I'm doing is I'm just placing the image over, and I'm going to end up erasing around her shoulders and her skin. That way just the shirt is left over gold. So the next step is to bring skin tone into this illustration. So I used the eyedropper tool to kind of get a skin tone from Alexi's example photo on the top right. So I went with a solid light tan color just as the base color. Right now I'm just adding a little bit of lipstick. I'm going to add her eyes in right now to kind of help you have somewhere to look, kind of get the focal point going. So I'm adding in some coloring now to help shading and highlights. I used the skin tone color that I used for the base, and I ended up just bringing it down a couple levels to make it darker, but still in the same kind of color tone. I'm kind of tracing around the areas where the shadows will be, using the photo as a reference so I can keep that intact. I'm keeping it really simple, very not detailed in the shadows. And I'm doing the same thing with the highlights. I'm using the photo as reference and kind of adding those in where they are on the photo. That way it looks very realistic. So now I gotta add in her hair color as well. That way it'll stand out from the background. Her hair's pretty white, but the background is white, so I chose to go like a soft blonde, like a really light yellow. So here's the finished product. I know this tutorial was quick and dirty. I'm very new to this, going into depth about what I'm talking about, but I hope to be better by the next video. If you did follow this tutorial, I knew it was super quick and super dirty, but I would love to see what you guys created digitally, so please send them to my DMs. It's C_pity on Instagram. So please, I would love to see what you guys created.